Hi, welcome to the ICT module and to this video on blogging. I'm going to use a flipped classroom approach to this blogging first session because I want to get as much in as possible. So I'm going to give you a little bit of input in this video. I'm going to ask you to do a couple of tasks and then we'll continue in the class. So let's make a start. So we're going to be making a blog and talking about blogging. So a good question to start with is, what is a blog? So a blog is a web log, a log that you keep on the web. It's basically like an online journal or a diary. You might wonder about what the difference is between a blog and a website, and they're not very different, but a blog is date stamped. And that's the fundamental difference, is that everything that you see on a blog, every new post you put up on a blog has a date stamp, and they're all up there in reverse chronological order. So the latest thing, the thing you put up most recently, is obviously first. Why blog? Well, there's lots of reasons why teachers blog. Sometimes teachers just want to have some kind of online memory jogger. They might want to remember some tools that they've seen or various other things. So it can just act as a reminder or an online notebook for some people. For some people, it's a reflection tool. Quite a lot of teachers use it in this way. So rather than writing a reflective notebook that's private, they write a reflective blog, which is more public. Part of the reason to do it more publicly is that you connect with other teachers, and this is part of forming what's called a PLN, a personal learning network. These are basically the people that you learn with and from, the people you're connected to, other teachers. You might know them personally, you probably don't. Also, as part of connecting with other teachers is sharing resources. A lot of teachers put resources up simply because they want other teachers to be able to use them as well. Some teachers use a blog as a teaching portfolio. So they use it to keep a record of their qualifications, different experiences they've had, CPD record, continuing professional development. They might put up examples of lessons they've taught, photographs of students, all sorts of things. And of course, the beauty of this is, again, because it's date stamped, you can see it in chronological order. Some teachers use a blog as a teacher's blog, as a way of communicating with their students. This might be to give information or homework. You might want to recommend websites to your students. You might just want to keep in touch with them in various ways. And a blog's a way that you can do that. So it can just be a blog which is from the teacher to the students. You could also have a class blog or learners blogs. So this could be a single blog that the whole class contribute to, or each individual learner could have their own blog. This might be to share or show work to peers. It could be a collaborative tool for them to work together. It could be as a motivation to help them write because it gives them a real audience. There are lots of examples of blogs on the web. This is one that I particularly like. It's a very reflective blog, Sam Shepherd's blog. There are blogs that are anonymous. So this one, The Secret DOS, is by a director of studies who likes to say a lot of quite inflammatory things, but it's anonymous. There's the A to Z of ELT. This is Scott Thornbury's blog, which is all about English language teaching, slightly more theoretical basis, but a lot of practical things in there too. There's blogs for people who are doing MAs, like you. And there are lots of technology blogs. This is a particularly good one, Nick's Learning Technology blog. Nick Peachy does a lot of work online and he's really good. Here's another one too. So all of the links for these are on the Moodle site, so you can go and look at some of these blogs as well. Your task over the next 10 weeks is to write a blog to tell other teachers about the educational technology tools that you learn about on the course. We're going to be teaching you about lots of tools, looking at lots of tools, and we'd like you to write a blog to share those with other teachers. Now, these other teachers aren't just the teachers in the class or on the MA. Potentially, teachers from all over the world could look at your blog, and that's what you've got to think about. Blogs have lots of different styles. If you have a look at the different blogs that I've put on Moodle, you'll see that people write in different styles. They have different kind of imagery on their blogs, and you have to really consider your audience. So you need to think about, who is your audience? Who are you talking to? Who do you want to read your blog? Why are you writing it? Before the class, I want you to have a look at the example blogs on the Moodle site, and don't just read the main blog posts, but read the comments below the line too, because that's quite interesting to see how other teachers interact with the blogger. There's a task online there, so I'd like you to do that task. I'd also like you to think about how you want your blog to look. Are there any other blogs that you see that you like, that you think, yes, this could be something I could do something similar to? Have a think about what you want your blog to look like. We're going to be using a tool called Blogger. It's very straightforward to use. It's from Google, so you'll need a Google account. But apart from that, it's free, and I say it's very easy to use. So that's the tool that we're going to be using. Also, before class then, I'd like you to sign up for a Google account if you don't already have one. If you already have one, that's fine. You can use the one you've got. If you want to sign up for another one so that it's something separate, that's fine. You'll just need an email account and just Google, and you'll be able to sign up for a Google account. You also need to think of a good name for your blog. Again, have a look at the names of some of the blogs that are out there, and think of what you'd like to call your blog. Remember, it's going to be about sharing educational technology tools for English language teaching. The other thing I'd like you to do then is to watch Russell Stannard's first video. The link is on Moodle there. This will show you how to set up your Google account and how to set up your blog. We will do this in class, but if you've watched the video first, everything's going to go a lot more smoothly. That's the video. If you read there are 2 videos, but as long as you watch the first one this week, that will be okay. If you have time, watch both of them. The links are on Moodle. In class, we're going to consider the theoretical basis of blogging for education briefly. And then we're going to spend most of the time very practically setting up your blog, starting your first post, making it look nice. So hopefully that will all be great. I look forward to seeing you in class. Please make sure you've done these tasks before class, otherwise it's going to be quite difficult to get it all in. See you then. Look forward to it. Bye-bye.